Today on the channel, Surf's Up at San Diego Comic-Con 2025 with the NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Surf's Up Bodacious Beach Bros 4-pack.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another NECA San Diego Comic-Con exclusive 4-pack, this time with the Bodacious Beach Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But for all your NECA San Diego Comic-Con exclusive needs, better hit up NECA. But for everything else under the sun, jaystoysandgames.com. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 15% on all in-stock items. Got to get a deal out there. You guys know how it goes by now. You also know how these reviews are going to go by now is we're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And this I ordered from NECA's website. This arrived a day after I got back from San Diego Comic-Con. So the timing on that worked pretty well. And I didn't want to have to lug this big thing around the convention, back to the hotel, through Ubers, everything else. So I was very happy I got to order this online. That's the way to go for this NECA stuff for sure. And for sure, this is an interesting one, much like the Surf's Up Chucky, which we'll also review here on the channel. This one is very cool San Diego Comic-Con themed, you know, summertime convention, you're on the ocean doing some surfing. It all kind of works together here. And it's another one of those exclusives that maybe you need, maybe you don't, depending what kind of collector you are. But it's not like this is the only chance to ever get the 4 turtles and it was locked behind San Diego Comic-Con. This is a nice repaint, re-release with some twists and turns along the way I'm sure we'll dive into. But a fun one, all things considered, with San Diego Comic-Con. But let's dive into the packaging on here. Not sure exactly how this goes. Big box right here, as we can see. The turtle logo on the top. You got the surfing away here. The Terror drone in the background there. Of course, Bodacious Beach Turtles. You got the Turtles blimp right up there in the air. On the side, you get 2 boxes with this one. So I'm not exactly sure what's going on with these 2 boxes. I guess we'll find out. And it's a big slipcase cover over the top. So I'm going to yank that off. So we got this big box here. So I'm going to stick that off to the side. See you later. Goodbye. And okay, this is very traditional. It's a traditional 4-pack for the Turtles. We've seen this kind of stuff before. This makes a lot of sense. Very similar to the other 4-packs we've had in the cartoon line over the years. And then on the back, you got all the Turtles looking only like a turtle could look, of course. We got that generic read over there. I will take a picture of that. You can snap that if you want, or you can take a look at that while going through. We got all the extra hands and the accessories, all that kind of fun stuff with the Turtles there. But then we get this box, and we're going to find out what's inside this box here. Oh, there we go. Uh-oh, losing it. Off to the side. See you later. Goodbye. All right. We do got 4 flight stands right there. That works out. And then look at that. 1 big board and plenty of extra hands. And then you got that big wave. Oh my goodness. Beach Boys style right there. But man, oh man, tons of hands for these turtles. And we got extra hands in here too. So really diving into all these hands across the way on this. Interesting. Very interesting. A lot to get out of the package here. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to get the turtles out, get the accessories out. We'll be back talking all things to the Bodacious Beach Brothers. All right, time to hit the beach and dive into this Turtles 4-pack. There's a lot going on in the accessory department here and a little bit of confusion along the way. And we'll get to all of that. And of course, we're going to start with the accessories first. First things first, every turtle has gripping hands out of the package. So I want to make that clear. Then we got a bunch of fisted hands. So a ton of fisted hands, a ton of thumbs up hands, and then a ton of splayed out hands. So all hands are interchangeable. All the turtles are the same color. Choose your own hand adventure, I guess, on these guys, but plenty of hands. Gonna need a baggie for all this with all these accessories. So all the hands you could ever want and more. Then we do get 2 empty pizza boxes. We've seen these in the past. They do got the hinge on them. They do open up, so you can store the pizza inside there if you want to. Choose your own pizza adventure. And then we do get 3 pizzas. Now 2 are absolutely identical. 1 is different. I believe we've seen every single one of these pizzas in the past. So you gotta get the most out of your molds. We gotta get the reuse. And of course, as we know, turtles love pizza, especially at the beach. Getting some sand in that pizza, delicious for a turtle. But now diving into the rest of the accessories, and the rest of the accessories are a fleet of surfboards here. And I guess we'll go with the big surfboard first. Now you do got the wave going on here. Nice translucent plastic. Looks like a wave. Very, very cool to see this. And you got the big board here. Now this is a much bigger board than the other boards. And it's a weird one. It's a little confusing. It's all in yellow, of course. You can see the fin on the back, but no peg holes on this one. And of course, it does have articulation. You stick that in there. It does have the ball. However, you put any of these turtles on here, they're going to weigh this down. So the only way you can display this with turtles on it is having it all the way down. So you got to know that. It is a big surfboard for just one turtle. You could put all four on here, but you'd have to be quite the balancing act because there is no pegs on this one to keep the turtle secure. So a little bit of a piece that's a little bit strange. Now this can be removed off here. I know there's an image from San Diego Comic-Con graphics on this one where all four turtles are kind of carrying this long board together. Very Beach Boys style, of course, from their album covers back in the day. So that is an option here. But I do like the looks of this, and this is one of those cool accessories you could use with something else if you wanted to. You can put a different character on here, have Universal Monster Frankenstein surfing on here if you want to. There's a lot of meat on the bone for other activities with this one if you want to, and you want to take it out of the turtle landscape, you can do that. So we do got that. I'm going to put that off to the side right here. Now we get 4 individual surfboards, different colors. Of course, we talked those flight stands we got out of the package. Helps you move these guys around a little bit more, get the right pose you want to. This surfboard does come with a sail. You can see the sail on there. You can hang on there if you want to. Peg hole on it as well. Fin in the back being purple, but a nice one here for a surfboard. Now, second surfboard here, all in orange color. I guess maybe this is Michelangelo's. Who knows? Got the turtle logo on top up there. You got the foot peg once again. Flight stand moving it around. So we got that one. Get another one that's maybe Donatello's, we'll say. Why not? Yellow on the underside here with the fin and stuff. And then you got a little bit of a turtle pattern on the top. Peg hole once again. Flight stand, of course. Looking very good. And then last and certainly least is the pink one here. Of course, all pink with the red racing stripe down the middle. Flight stand as well. So you get 4 individual ones if you want to display them all on their own surfboard. And that's where my mind's going. I think I'm going to display all these on their own surfboard. At least that's my plan right here. We'll see where it goes. But a lot of accessories with this set. But then, of course, the turtles are the key to this set. I guess they could have sold this without the turtles, but you need the turtles to make this happen. And we're going to go turtle by turtle is what we're going to do. But we do get some new molds going on here. We do got Leonardo up here first, and quite the top hat on Leonardo, looking like a young Tom Petty once upon a time. Got the glasses sculpted in there as well on the head. Now, no extra heads with these turtles, so what you see is what you get with these. Got a beautiful floral shirt going on here. Not too far from Chuckles from G.I. Joe, of course. Yellow and blue attack, and then you got the blue around the knees, around the forearms, around the elbow, of course, the bandana, and then around the hat there, keeping it on brand for old Leonardo. Leonardo also has some shorts on, and I wouldn't recommend ever trying to take these shorts off. You'll just never get them back on the way they need to, but he does look good in the shorts here. It's Leonardo ready for vacation, I guess, is what we got going on. So Leonardo looking pretty good. Now, strangely enough, my favorite turtle here is Michelangelo, and he is very plain Jane. He just has his swim trunks on. That's all he's got. He's got those things high up around his waist. Looking good with the palm trees on there and stuff. Should mention no weapons with any of these turtles. They're on vacation. They're at the beach. They left the weapons at home. They're here with a pizza and a surfboard, and that's all they have. And unfortunately, this arm is not staying in, as it just did come out on me here. Your mileage may vary. We know how that goes. Twist back into place. And there we go. But that did fall out right there. So your mileage may vary, as we do say. This one's seemingly tight. So I don't know, but thankfully not broken. If this would have been broken arm, I would have probably had a huge meltdown as much as this pack cost. I think this pack too, I should explain, there was controversy around this pack as it was $150, something like that. And then like 10 minutes after it went for sale, NECA said, hey, you buy this, we're going to get 25 off and we'll refund you the next couple of weeks. So that was nice. They did refund the difference on that. But that was one big hiccup from the NECA site on this one at first, but they did make it right. I did get a refund for this pack. Now, articulation can be the same for all these guys. Arms all the way around, bicep cut, double jointed, pinless elbows, very tight NECA style here. Hair dryer is your friend. Hand removable back, forth, side to side. Head back, forth, side to side. No waist articulation. You get a little bit of leg movement there. Of course, double jointed knee, very tight. Once again, gonna have to keep that up if I want to get any movement out of it. Ankles back, forth, side to side, up and down. our usual articulation here with the Ninja Turtles. Nice smiling face on Michelangelo, and of course the orange to match Leonardo's blue and so forth. So all in orange there, looking very nice. Going down the line, we got Raphael. Raphael looking interesting too. Got the R on his hat. So of course his brother's trying to steal his hat. He says, I'm going to embroider this with an R and all you guys will leave me alone. That's what he's doing there. Got the red bandana, the red throughout, giving the Raphael vibes, of course. Got a Hawaiian shirt here in orange. Hard plastic on this. I mean, it's got some give to it, but it is a harder plastic. Got the shorts again, soft good, this time in the teal color. And then besides that, it's just your normal turtle stuff. Of course, 2 toes, 3 fingers on these turtles. Articulation, all identical across the board. Smiling face on Raphael. He's smiling. He's on vacation. He's happy to be here. So not a bad piece of business. And then last, but certainly not least, of course, Donatello, the favorite turtle of many out there, which does surprise me to this day. But you like what you like. You don't what you don't, as we do know. He's got a little bit of a hat going on the top there, more of like a fisherman's hat here. Of course, purple bandana, purple throughout, signifying the old Donatello. You got some nice, I don't know, seafoam green shorts on here. Soft good shorts, looking very nice. Then a Hawaiian shirt once again, this time in pink. And these Hawaiian shirts are identical. They do got the collar. Of course, they want to get into Club Grayskull. We know how that goes. But the same shirts are being used, just different patterns, different colors. Of course, got to get the most out of your molds, even during San Diego Comic-Con, as we do know as well. Articulation can be the same on Donatello as all of his brothers as well along the way. Man, very tight, though, as we know with these turtles. Very tight in the articulation department. But does look good. It is a different set of turtles. There's no doubt about it. This isn't your traditional turtles. And once again, just like the Chucky and other ones, a perfect San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. It's one of those ones you don't need in your collection unless you're deep into the turtle game. You want to be a part of this. You went to San Diego Comic-Con mainly, or maybe you went there and you want something to represent your trip. That's kind of how I was with the Chucky, very similar to the Alf San Diego Comic-Cons. I'm all in on the turtles here, though, so I knew I needed to have this in my collection. It's something fun. It's something different. It's great for figure photographers, be it turtle figure photographers or other toy line figure photographers, as you can grab some of these surfboards and use them with other characters if you really wanted to do that. But there's a lot of hand accessories, maybe a little bit overkill, but I guess it is what it is. A little overkill there. Nice to get the pizzas here. A little shocker with no weapons at all, but maybe not needed on vacation, so I guess I understand that as well. And then the surfboard's looking very good. Be interested to see if we ever get reuse out of these surfboards in the future. So we'll wait and see on that as well. But that's it. That's the Bodacious Beach Brother Turtles here from San Diego Comic-Con 2025. Be interested to hear your guys' opinion and thoughts on these. Is this a set that's worth the pickup for you? Long game, no game, don't want anything to do with this game? Or, hey, I went to San Diego Comic-Con. I just wanted representation of the con, and I thought this was a way to do it. Let me know in the comments down below. And of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the old notification bells. We got videos every single day and then some. We got even more content for you, of course, over there on Patreon and YouTube channel memberships. Your best way to support the channel. Check out my podcast, Kyle Peterson Show, every single Tuesday where podcasts are found. Videocast on YouTube. Sir Paul 64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, and of course, the Kyle Peterson Show at gmail.com. So for some Surfs Up Turtles, I'm Kyle. Hang 10.
Well, are we gonna dance or are we gonna play?
Get that real